Hello everyone, welcome back. Today let's talk about something that shapes how we see and reach to everything around us. That is attitude. You know, attitude is not just a random opinion. It has a proper structure like a small building made up of three strong pillars. Psychologists call this a CAB model. C stands for cognitive, that's what we think or believe, and A stands for affective, that's what we feel, and B stands for behavioral, that's what we do. Let me make it simple. Imagine a student named Ria. She thinks that studying hard will help her achieve her dream job. This is cognitive, means she is thinking. And she feels happy and confident when she studies. This is affective. And so she actually studies daily. This is behavioral. This whole process, thinking, feeling, and doing, forms her attitude towards studies. But here the interesting part, our attitudes don't stay the same forever. They keep changing, and as we grow, meet new people, or face new experiences, our attitudes may become stronger, weaker, and even mixed. So today, we will see how attitudes work dynamically through three key properties, that is strength, accessibility, and ambivalence. Let's understand them one by one. First, let's talk about attitude strength. Not all attitudes are the same. Some are weak, some are very strong. Strong attitudes are usually connected to our values or identity. That is something that really matters to us. Let me give you a simple story. Think of two friends, that is Abhishek and Rohan. Abhishek has seen his parents struggle with poverty. Because of that, he strongly believes that education can change lives. So he studies hard and even teaches poor children nearby. On the other hand, Rohan just read about poverty in books. He knows it's a problem, but it doesn't touch him deeply. Whose attitude do you think is stronger? Of course, Abhishek's, because it came from personal experience, not just information. So strong attitudes are usually built from personal experiences, emotions, and things we deeply care about. And the stronger the attitude, the harder it is to change. Now let's move to the second one, that is attitude accessibility. This simply means how quickly you can recall your attitude from memory. If your attitude is clear and strong, you don't need to think much. Your reaction comes immediately. Let's take an easy example. If I ask you, do you like your mother tongue? You will instantly say, of course, yes. That's because your attitude towards your language is already clear and strong. It's accessible. But if I ask you, what do you think about the new tax policy? You might pause and think because you don't have a clear attitude yet. So, when an attitude is accessible, you respond quickly and behave consistently. That's why people with strong, accessible attitude often appear confident and firm in their decisions. Now, the last one is attitude ambivalence. This happens when we have mixed feelings, that is both positive and negative, about the same thing. Let me tell you a small story. Neha gets a job offer in another city. She is excited because it's a big opportunity, but she also feels sad about leaving her parents. She is happy and sad at the same time. That's ambivalence. We all face this. You love technology because it makes life easier, but you also worry it's making people addicted. That's an ambivalence. Or you want economic growth, but you also care about protecting the environment. Again, it is ambivalence. So ambivalence makes decision making a little tough. It's like your heart and mind pulling in two different directions. And in ethics or public administration, officers often face this kind of situations, like choosing between strict rules and human compassion. So friends, to sum up, attitude has three parts. That is what we think, what we feel, and how we act. And these attitudes are not fixed. They are living, changing, and moving all the time. Their strength decides how deep they are. Their accessibility knows how quick we recall them. And their ambivalence shows when our mind gets confused between right and right. That's what makes understanding attitude so important for UPSC aspirants and future administrators, because your attitude will decide how you handle people, situations, and even ethical dilemmas. So that's all for today's session. I will continue more interesting topics on attitude in the coming days. Till then, take care, keep learning, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.